Before Clever Investor, I was working for an insurance company in Nashville, Tennessee, and working way too hard and making way too few dollars. So yeah, that's what got me kind of started on looking into real estate with Clever. So the differences between the different companies I've used to do real estate learning about investing is the attention to the details, I think. I think Clever Investor spends a lot of time focusing on the things that maybe other programs don't really talk about. A lot of programs discuss the why you do certain things, but they don't really go step by step and teach you how to do the things. The little things that actually do matter day to day. Also, the coaches, they have a more personal connection because you're having one-on-one meetings. The other programs, it's usually conference calls of 30 people, and you just kind of click a button and raise your hand online if you have questions. So a little more personal, and I felt like the people I was talking with actually knew what they were doing versus other programs. I didn't feel like they were really experts in their field. The Fast Track program was great. That was a good jump start, I think, to my business and just teaching me the basics of how to run a real estate business. Because there's a lot of things in business that a lot of these programs don't teach you, like how to set your business up and the basics of running the business. So that was great. And then the videos, the mentor sessions, everything has been phenomenal up to this point. Just in hearing someone talk to you instead of reading a bunch of material, it's definitely been helpful. Yeah, so the mentorship program has been great up to this point, and I actually recently just switched mentors, not by my choice. So that's a huge, I think it's a bragging point for me on the company, because essentially what happened was my mentor realized where I was going and thought there was another mentor that would be a better fit for me, and so made the adjustment without telling me, and then just came back and said, hey, we think this is going to be a better fit for you, and it has been perfect. So I switched mentors, and since then he's been challenging me, pushing me on all the things that I thought I knew a lot about, and so it's been a little bit better fit, and I just think it was pretty cool that they knew to make that switch on their own, and it wasn't an awkward thing. But overall, it's been great. They've taught me a lot, and it's really diving into my personal business. It's not like having a conference call with a bunch of people and you're just talking about broad things. We're talking about my deals, what's going on in my markets, what I can do to help my business. So it's been really great so far. I think Clever Investor as a whole has just sped up the process for me. I feel like I'm a smart guy, would have eventually figured it out maybe, but just having all of the knowledge of all the people involved with Clever has allowed me to basically be on the fast track. Compared to other people my age in my market, I can really see the difference in my knowledge. And it's put me in a position where I can do more deals, bigger deals, and make bigger profits because, you know, I'm leveraging people's knowledge that have been in the business for 20 plus years. So what do I love about Cody? Well, he's a pretty funny guy sometimes. I haven't personally shaken his hand yet, but we've talked a little bit, and there was a time where I was thinking about leaving the program, and due to some personal stuff that was going on in my world, and Cody talked to me and really wouldn't let up. It was annoying at first, but now I'm glad he made me stick it out. And I'm pretty sure I told him no like 5 times, and he just kept going on and saying like, we'll do what we need to do to make it work, and we want you to be here. And so, you know, it was a huge help for me in pushing me. So they've been very challenging, but just watching his videos, I think he puts everything on like a 3rd grade level, which is very important when you're talking to the general public about something that's very complex. And it helped understand, get a base knowledge before we jumped into the details. To have that support of the challenge, I think is great. I think the thing for me was it actually humanized the process for me, because a lot of other programs, I feel like when you push back, they just kind of throw their hands in the air and say, okay, that's fine, and they don't really push back at all because they don't care about your success. And I think that your coaches, your mentors, the program, Cody, they're personally invested in your business and your success. And in doing that, you know, they're going to push you and they're going to challenge you, which I think is what you need. I think that in order to survive in this business, you've got to be pushed. So I think that's why a lot of the programs fail and Clever succeeds. If you're on the fence about real estate and the Clever Investor Program, I would say that I've looked at lots of programs, and the Clever Investor Program is the best program out there if you're looking to get started, even if you don't know anything about real estate. The other thing is take a jump. I was on the fence for 2 years, and about real estate, and I wanted to get in it and kept putting it off. And you eventually get to the point, I got to the point financially where my wife was staying home and I had a little baby, and I was like, if I don't do it now, then I'm never going to do it. And I'm making more money than I did ever before now, and it's, you know, because I just took a jump, took a risk. And what you need to know is Clever Investor will help you. They're your guide, they're your support, and you know, if you're going to take a jump, they're going to be with you the whole way. So.